Before we get started, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for more content in the future.
What's up? Welcome to Destin Station. As always, I'm Destin. I wanted to get on here and talk about some stuff that got released today. I woke up today and I was like, hey, is it going to be a big day today or what? And then I saw some stuff going around on Twitter and Reddit and YouTube, and I was like, whoa, what is this? And I tried to find it and I couldn't find it, but then I found out that it was actually it was leaked, so we should be getting this promo pretty soon. It shows some details that we've never seen before. I'm gonna put some images up here. It shows there's a Ghostface with a chrome mask, which is crazy if you really think about it. And he's like got a flamethrower of some sort, so he's shooting out flames. I don't know if it's it could be something else that's causing the flames. But then if you go back to the other trailers, we see a character actually get burned up, and I did some videos on theories of who that character is. I'm not going to give it away in this video, but it's possible that that's what Ghostface is doing, is burning up that character. But also, if you really look at it closely, somebody brought it to my attention that if you look down at the lower left, it looks like that they're wearing a Woodsboro Letterman jacket, similar to what Steve ORTH was wearing at the opening of Scream 1, and also what Mason Gooding's character is wearing throughout this movie, because he's the jock of the group. So could it be Mason Gooding being the killer in this movie? I don't think so, because there's other images of showing that he's like getting lured away from like either the house or just some off on some land, and there's like a shed or a barn of some sort, and it looks like he's tracking his girlfriend Liv, and I think Liv is the one that actually resides in the Stu Macher house, so it's probably out on the Stu Macher's property, which is kind of cool. So if Mason Gooding is getting lured out and the killer is coming and jumps out the shed and chases him down and kills him, I don't really see him being the killer in this one. Now, his girlfriend could be. His girlfriend is a big possibility. She lives in the Stu Macher house. Is she related to Stu somehow? Who knows? We'll see on January 14th, right? But if you look at this image, it does show that somebody is wearing that Leatherman jacket, possibly. It doesn't look like they're in the full Ghostface outfit, which makes you think, like, who could be wearing that leather? Could it be the actual Ghostface killer? Or if you remember correctly, in Scream 1, whenever the killers were when Billy and Stu was gonna kill Sydney, and they turned their back for a split moment, Sydney disappeared with her father, right? And then she donned the Ghostface outfit, right? Could this be a similar approach? Could this be Sam Carpenter or Sidney Prescott or Jenna Ortega's character underneath that Ghostface costume, and they're using it to fight one of the killers, which could be the person they're burning up? That's a big possibility. Or I even said in a few videos that I think that this theme of this film is the killer is going after the relatives of the original killers, right? Or the killers at a whole throughout the franchise. But I'm suspecting it's just Billy and Stu, whoever's related to Billy and Stu. So this one means that they're not really focusing on Sydney. Sydney is not the main target. She's not the one that this is about. So that makes me think that that whoever the killer is, and their motive behind all this, is that their parents died by the knife of Billy and Stu. So who could that be? If you go back and you watch the original Scream, and they're like, this is where it ends, does that mean that whoever they're killing for is, was a victim of Billy's and Stu's, or both, or just Billy's? Because I think there was things talking about that Sam Carpenter was related to Billy somehow, either a half sister or a daughter, possibly. It could be Hank's daughter, so Hank got around with Maureen Prescott and everybody else, so it's not out of the realm of possibilities. So this makes you think that, it makes me think, who all died at Stu Macher's house at the end of Scream 1, and who did Billy kill and who did Stu kill? Because whoever is killing those relatives, their parents or their brother and sister or their lover or somebody significant to them, to the killer in this new movie, had to have died by the knife of Billy and Stu, or both, you know. Could it be, think about this, if they're wearing the Leatherman jacket and you see Mason Gooding wearing the Leatherman jacket, we don't really hear too much about Stephen Orth, okay? He was the very first kill in the Scream franchise, and nobody really talks about him. They talk about Casey Becker, they talk about Sidney Prescott, they talk about Tatum, they talk about all these other characters, but wasn't Stephen Orth the one that was like forgotten, really? So maybe whoever was related to Stephen Orth killed their dad or killed their son. You know, we got Mrs. Loomis killing for Billy. Could this sounds like it's going to be a revenge thing. So who could possibly be related to Stephen Orth, and is that the motive why the killer is killing? That's what I'm thinking, and that's why the killer could be possibly wearing the Leatherman jacket. What if it was Stephen Orth's Leatherman jacket? And near the conclusion of the movie and everything, maybe that's why this killer in the chrome mask with the flamethrower or whatever is wearing the Leatherman jacket, because it was their father's, or it was their brother's, or it was their lover's. Think about that. That's a fun little theory. That's what I'm getting out of all this when I really think about it. You know, like there's a lot of images of just this Leatherman jacket, and why would the killer or the person killing the killer possibly be wearing this Leatherman jacket? Is there a bigger reason why this is a plot device? It could be. Let me know in your comment section below. This is just a theory, and what did you think about these images? If you want to know who's being burned up, you know, I have videos on that, on theories as well. Go back and I talk about who I think is going to be the killers in this film. So go back and check out that video. I think it's called "What Would Randy Do?" Yeah, go check that out and then come back here. I don't want to give away too much in this video, but yeah. Also, I want to add that they say, the killer says in the trailer that this is where it ends. So it makes you think that does you know, whoever died by Billy or Stu got killed in the Stumacher house? But if it was Stephen Orth, that would have been at Casey Becker's house. What if that's, maybe there's a switch here, you know, like, because we never see anything about Casey Becker's house in this trailer. What if, like, maybe Stumacher's house isn't the climax in the movie? Maybe that's like right before the climax, and the real climax is at Stacey Becker's house where Stephen Orth and Casey Becker died. That would be really dope, and maybe they're hiding that from us. You know, like in Scream 4, they're just like, wait a minute, you know, the climax isn't at the party, it's at the after party, and maybe Casey Becker's house is going to be the after party where everything goes down after the events of Stumacher's house. Maybe the Stumacher house takes place like you know, 30-40 minutes of the whole, you know, second act of the movie, and then the third act is Casey Becker's house. Let me know what you think about that idea. All right, guys.